Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our rewatch of Dawson's Creek. We're in season 4. I'm Katie.
And I'm Danny, as you know.
Yes, maybe you don't. If you're just joining us for Dawson's Creek season 4, episode 3 and 4, which you might be.
I don't know if this would be anybody's first episode.
It might be at the top of their feed.
Oh, well, okay.
You never know. They might be like, we're going to check this out. And if that's you, welcome. If you've been with us since season 1 of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Hey, you're hanging in. And I will say season 4 is fun so far.
Yeah, it's
I'm
much better.
really enjoying it.
I have a full confession, though. Number 1, I'm grumpy because I barely slept last night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably be super salty this episode. I was trying to do better about that. Number 2, although there's no mention of jorts at all in my notes.
Doesn't mean it won't come up.
I know. Number 2, though, is while I did like these episodes, I was so distracted while I was watching it.
Okay.
Do you ever have that where you just like are trying to watch? Who am I talking to? Where, but I was trying to pay attention, but like my brain just kept wandering away from me. So I think I missed a lot.
It's okay. It's all right. And look, we're watching these every week. And every week in our lives is different.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it happens.
Brains.
All right, well, let's start with episode 3.
Yeah, so season 4, episode 3 is called Two Gentlemen of Capeside. Which was an action-packed episode because
it was
a hurricane that threatens Pacey and Jen forces Dawson and Joey to try to save their lives.
Yeah.
Girl, there was slow-mo jumping. There was catastrophic weather.
I mean, it was like the perfect storm up in here.
Yes.
It was. It was that vibe.
That movie stressed me the fuck out so bad.
I watched this early morning, I think yesterday. And by early morning, it was like probably 5 a.m.
Oh, God.
And I sat in my dining room because I watched it on my computer. And so I had it plugged in just the way I wanted it, all the stuff. And I had it turned down pretty low because I was sitting there looking at it, taking my notes. At one point, my husband opens our bedroom door. It's right off the kitchen. He's like, what's going on out here? And I was like, oh, I'm watching a show. I was like, it's not that loud. He's like, I was hearing like screaming and yelling and yeah, it was like
Why
the
didn't you
storm.
put on your headphones?
I would normally, but like to me, it was very quiet. Maybe it wasn't.
Oh, see, he must sleep like I do.
And he did say later, he goes, it wasn't loud. He goes, that was the problem. I was laying in bed and I'm hearing like distant,
oh yeah, it's the worst,
weird sounds. And so I'm like, what am I hearing?
What is she doing now?
If it was like louder and it was clear that I was watching something, so I felt kind of bad. So yeah, maybe I should wear headphones. I didn't know it'd be so loud.
Look,
I didn't know there'd be a hurricane.
Okay. Let's talk about how did
I know? I didn't know.
And okay, so all right. I mean, you were in your house, so you're excused. But what I hate is when people are out in public and don't use headphones. Like I'll be walking. Okay, two situations that I really don't like. When you're going out for a walk, in my neighborhood has walking trails, so there's always people out with their damn dogs. Okay, whatever, good for you, but there's always people walking. What I hate is when people don't have their headphones on when they're walking and they're carrying a phone. Nobody fucking cares about what you're listening to. Put your headphones in. That is noise pollution to me. Like usually I have headphones on, but if I don't want to hear your dumb, especially if it's like some conservative talk radio podcast nonsense.
I thought you were going to say murder podcast.
Or that, or anything, or your horrible music.
Anything.
Like if you are out in a public space and there is sound coming from your device, it needs to be through a headphone, guys.
I agree with that. Which I think is why at home I don't like to use headphones. I would
you're
rather
at your house,
go
that's fine.
Because like just that's a sensory thing. Like always having them in, or like if I've been out grocery shopping or walking my dogs and I've had my headphones on or AirPods in, the last thing I want to do like at home is do that again.
Do you ever do the one? I always do the one.
I do the
trick.
one. Yeah.
But
when I'm walking my dogs, I wear one.
Yes, you hear.
Yeah.
Well, I also hate it when people are in like stores doing that. I was grocery shopping this week and this older person, their phone was so loud and it was some dumbass podcast, like conservative nonsense.
So they were like actually listening to something, not on a call.
And I just am like, that is so inconsiderate to everybody else around you.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line for me is like, you are selfish in that moment. And that is one of my pet peeves is when people don't consider other people.
Yeah.
That's why I get onto my kids. Like if they just leave dishes or whatever, I'm like, the thing that makes me mad is not that this is a mess, which yes, I don't like messes, but that you don't care about anybody but yourself in this moment and you're leaving it for somebody else to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
is
feel that.
That is the bottom line. And that, if you think about like your biggest pet peeve, there's always a bottom line there.
They all connect, or there's something like it's the intention behind it that makes it the pet peeve or whatever. For sure.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
For sure.
but you're in your house, that's different. But let me
But
tell
I
you
did
what,
wake him up.
if somebody did that to me, I would be furious.
What?
Did not have headphones on and it's 5 a.m. and they're watching some hurricane storm.
And look,
and I would
that's
have
how
come
I
tearing
normally listen to it. So this is the first time in all this time that he's ever come out. So I guess my point in telling the story is that this was a crazy episode.
Yeah. So he's never heard it.
Like normally they're just like banter back and forth. Like,
but this was
here's
action
nothing. But this one was like
it was
movie theater-esque, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of mess.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you notice in the beginning the poster of Shaq reading?
Yes.
We've seen this before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've actually fully noticed it. But I just couldn't stop staring at it in the classroom because it was so funny.
It's so funny. And that was a whole thing. Like
it was a whole PSA.
Reading.
Yeah.
That's funny. I put when Jen and Grams are talking, I thought this was funny. And Grams is like, I'm going to put a 48-hour cap on your melancholy. And then Jen says, you can't cap melancholy. I was like, that's such good writing.
I know. I do that with audition stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can feel your feels for 24 hours, then move on. Like, not just for myself, for Coop too.
And I think setting a time limit, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to adhere to it,
No.
but it starts to train your brain that like this feeling and this like moment that I'm in is temporary.
Yeah.
So if you need 36 hours or 48
whatever.
hours, then you do. But at least like somewhere in your brain, there's like an end point where you're like, okay, then I have to like go to the next thing.
Like pity party for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Then let it go.
Then I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pity party, move on.
When they were watching TV and Pam Anderson was on the screen.
Oh.
But it wasn't Baywatch. I was trying to figure out which show that was.
I don't know.
It was like some action show.
She had a show. It's not called Femme Fatale, but it was something like that.
Oh, I know. I remember now. Yeah, it was like a crime fighting show, or she was a spy or something.
We'll have to look it up.
I love her anyway. But that was a fun little flashback.
So can I say something about Pam Anderson?
Yeah.
Everybody is like, I mean, because she's like doesn't wear makeup now most of the time. She does sometimes. And everybody's like, good for her. Yay. And I'm like, okay, but she's still beautiful.
Right.
So like, can we applaud the people out here who don't be looking like Pam Anderson, who got some sunspots and some acne and some uneven skin tone and some rosacea and some giant pores walking around without makeup on?
Yeah.
Call us brave. I got makeup on right now though.
I know. I do too. But I mean,
but when I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, but she's still beautiful.
Right.
So I don't think that is that brave. I get it.
I think the brave part is that Hollywood is notoriously not great to aging
I get
women.
It. Yes.
And in addition, she's had a lot of work done that she's even come out and said she wishes she hadn't and all of that. So maybe not now she's doing that, but she had that help in the past,
right,
which is still carrying over.
Right.
So yes. But I think it's just them. It's sort of like her kind of giving an FU to the system,
which I get and I appreciate, but also like, and then I see all these like other women on social media be like, this is filter free at 51. And I'm like, but you're flawless. Like your skin is flawless.
Right.
You look like that ain't brave.
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, I think like, how about people who are not like, especially because I'm very sensitive to this because I do have a lot of skin issues and I have since I've been an adult. So like it's more brave to go out with a naked face when you have lots of imperfections
for people to see. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll use Botox.
I'll have whole days I come and teach like 6 children and I don't have a lick of makeup on.
Right.
What was funny is I put some makeup on yesterday because I knew I had a couple things back to back I needed to go to, including studio stuff. And I got to my other studio and one of the teachers was like, wow, your skin looks amazing.
You're like, well.
And I said, I'm wearing makeup because normally I'm not,
Right.
and she, and it was a compliment. She's like, oh, well, you just look great. And I was like, thank you. Yay. The makeup worked. Yeah. But like, that's also like, but it's also because I'm wearing makeup right now. And I don't always do that when I am in this situation.
Yeah.
That's
when I put a picture up and I couldn't figure out how to take the filter off this video.
I forgot about that.
And somebody was like, your skin looks flawless or looks so good. And I'm like, well, that's because I could not figure out how to get the
technical difficulties.
I saved it because, I saved the video to my whatever. It's me and technology. And I'm like, that ain't, that's not what I look like.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Anyway.
All right. Okay.
The theme song is back. Were you watching it on Hulu?
Yeah, it was
back.
Oh, no, I was on Amazon Prime.
Oh, never mind. It's back on Hulu.
Okay, I might have to switch.
It's back.
It was still Hearts and Barrels.
I was taken aback. Like I'm watching it and I was like, like it's here.
Was it last week?
No, it was this week.
I'm saying last week, was it back?
No, because it was today.
Okay.
I mean,
the reason I'm asking is because I downloaded the whole season from Prime 2 weeks ago.
Then maybe.
I wonder if it just changed over.
I don't know, but I was super excited.
Wow,
it made it so much better.
I love that.
And what are they doing to Dawson's hair?
I don't mind it.
I'm not feeling it.
I don't mind it. It is very surfery.
It's always look oily.
Oh, really? I didn't think it looked oily.
I don't know. And then poor Okay, so again, as somebody who struggles with skin stuff, I always notice people's skin.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they have some of the same struggles as I do. And I'm like, oh, I'm with you. Poor Pacey's acne in this episode.
Yeah.
That's got to be so hard. It's really hard. Have you ever had acne?
I did, kind of like you. I didn't have it too much as a teenager. And then when I graduated from college, I think it was more of I was reacting to new cosmetics and stuff.
Gotcha.
And then I just couldn't get rid of it.
Oh.
So I had it at age 22, bad for 2 years straight. That my grandmother, who I didn't even live at home anymore, but I had seen her at something, sent me Proactive.
Oh, I use that.
And my grandma sent me nothing. And she's like, I thought you might want to use this. And I was like, wow, it is bad.
Yeah, it sucks. I've had acne problems since I was in college. And it's hormones. I mean, mine's all hormone all my skin problems are hormone
The Proactive worked.
Well,
so I think once I got rid of it, once I got rid of whatever the thing was, and then I started having babies, and I think your skin can go either way with that.
Yeah.
And ever since I started having babies, no acne.
Bullshit. Mine got worse.
Yeah, I know it can go either way.
My face was awful when I was pregnant both times, and you can't, anything that worked for mine, I couldn't take because mine's on the inside.
Yes.
So mine isn't about topical. It's what's inside. Oh God, it was, and it hurts. I get cystic acne. Oof. Anyway, so poor Joshua Jackson, is struggling with acne during this filming, and you can see it in there. They have the makeup, and that's got to just be so hard, to be on screen and I have all this stuff and they're covering it up, and
it's still visible.
My heart hurt for him because I'm like, oh, bless you. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And he's a young person.
Yeah.
I mean, we know you can have acne at any time, but it's common.
Yeah.
When you're a young person to go through that. So
hormones,
poor guy,
killing you.
Poor guy. Okay. So why are these country club interviews so intense? Why are we bringing now they're interviewing for college.
She's trying to get her to put in a good word with her for whatever.
So she's not trying to be a wait. I was a little confused about that at first.
No, she was meeting with her to
get her on her side, kind of. Okay.
Well, to get her to give a recommendation.
Right.
Because she's knows somebody.
And I do think Andy's response when her being the woman, what was her name?
I don't even know.
I can't remember. I feel like it was Valentine.
Yeah, I
think it is. Was
I'm I don't know. Yes.
You're I have no idea. You're right.
No, that's as soon as you said it. That's
that is correct. Right though. And so, she's being snotty to her because she had a leave of absence. And then Andy is honest and explains it was a mental health thing going on. And Andy's like, well, I think that makes me even better of a candidate because I know how to deal with stressful situations, and I've learned coping techniques, and I brought myself back from the brink and all that stuff, which I thought was a really good answer. And then she goes on to kind of prove that as the episode goes on. Yeah. With her help during the hurricane winds and all of that.
Speaking of Valentine's, this Drew kid, he got to go.
What is happening?
He got to go.
Drew got to go. Okay, you know how I watch with the captions? Yes. Do you know how they spell his name? Drue.
What?
That's what the captions say.
True, but Drew.
Yes.
Interesting
choice.
I was
why are they spelling it like that?
That's so weird.
So I need to look at the actual credits.
I wonder if it's really
see if it's Drew Valentine
no.
That? Because you would think Drew, yeah?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Okay. And then when they're her and Dawson are working on their project, her being Joey. And Joey's like so distracted by the storm and all that, and doesn't mention Pacey. Is it Pacey and Jen? Doesn't mention Pacey and Jen out in a boat for like ever. She's like stressed about it.
I know.
I said, why didn't she mention the boat? And
she did finally.
Eventually. Yeah. But I'm like, wouldn't that be like the first thing you would say? Like, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. They're out there. We got to save them.
Yeah. And you know what? It did remind me a lot of Florida weather, that storm. How the forecast can tell you, oh, it's fine. And the weather seems fine. And then 2 seconds.
100%.
Out of nowhere.
That part, I think, because we live here in Florida, was very believable.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wonder if it is to people that live other places, because that it was like beautiful sunny day, worst storm ever.
And the forecast says like the Florida forecast is never correct.
Forget it.
Everybody's like, oh, but it says it's not gonna rain. I'm like, don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Does
not matter. Does not. I'm probably getting like way ahead, but I was well, let's talk about the older man that comes in for the prime rib special.
I remember him.
He comes back, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I could sense a little something with him and Grams. And I liked that. Well, in fact, as the episode was going on, I was like, why is this man still here? Like, why? Because they use his boat and stuff. But I'm like, why are they keeping him here? Like, why did we introduce this man? Yeah. And now we're using his boat. And then at the end, when Grams kind of comes at him and they have that moment, I'm like, aha, I know where this is going.
And Dawson starts doing some work for him to like
to help with the boat or whatever. Okay.
So he comes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So I loved the line where Pacey and Jen are on the boat and they're like, he's like, I know a place where we can go and it's in this unmarked place. And she's like, well, then how will they find us? And he's like, Dawson will know.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah. In the little cove that they were looking for.
And then Dawson was like, I know where he is. And then the fucker's dumbass is like, let's go get on this boat. I'm like, nope. I'm sorry. If you were out on some boat in some crazy storm, I'd be like, I'm going to call somebody.
Yeah. Or like, I hope she finds her cove. Yeah. I did think that was a little odd.
I know.
Like, yes, of course, you want them to be safe. But if it's not safe for any boats,
then why are you going to take
for this
boat?
man's boat?
I know.
I thought that was a little odd.
It was very stressful, this episode.
This episode was stressful, even for Brant.
And the drama.
And he didn't know why.
The drama was huge.
Drama was huge.
It was lots. And the slow-mo jump.
I say Dawson sinking. Jumping in all of them. Like, the jump
and
over.
And there goes the true love.
Sinking into the ocean.
I know.
The ocean.
Yeah.
That was metaphoric, maybe.
I know.
I don't know.
That's all I have for this episode.
The only other thing I had for this episode is when Grams and Jen have their moment at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And Grams is like, oh, I thought I'd never see you again, blah, blah, blah. And then Grams is like, it was really weird. Like, I was really trying to rely on my faith and I just couldn't find it.
Oh.
And Jen's like, well, you lent it to me.
Yeah.
And I know that's like super cheesy or whatever. But I was like, that's really cute.
I know it is cute.
And like from Jen's perspective, what an awesome thing to say to your grandmother, because that is her belief system. Right. And I just thought, that's so sweet. I like that part.
Also, Jen and Pacey were keeping it together very well.
Especially Jen. Because she was like, I don't like boats and I'm going to puke.
Tell you what I would be doing in a crisis such as this.
There would be screaming and flailing.
I would be of zero assistance.
You know what, though? I don't think that's true. Because we've talked before that, like, when you're in an emergency situation, you can, like, dial in. And I bet you would. You might not be much help if you didn't understand how to sail, but I don't think you would make it worse.
Well, it depends, because there are it depends. I'm in an emergency situation by myself, I do not handle it well.
Yeah.
If I have to take care of someone in that situation, I do snap it off, like rushing Troy to the hospital, taking care of my kid, those things. But if it's just me, I am freaking the fuck out. Like if it was me and my sister stuck on a boat, fuck it. I'd be like, you have to save us.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That's fair. I mean, none of us really knows until we're in an emergency situation.
I'm pretty sure I know what I do.
That's fair. Okay.
Anyway.
So this next episode, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed the next one.
Okay. So the next one, season 4, episode 4 is called Future Tense. As the college application process intensifies, Drew organizes a fake birthday for Jen.
Did you spell Drew correctly?
DRUE. Supposedly, I know.
Yes.
I don't have a whole lot of notes on this one either.
At the beginning-ish, when Pacey's in Joey's room and Joey's got all this junk mail from colleges.
Yeah.
So one funny moment, she's like naming the different places, and she brings up one for Valparaiso University, but she says it wrong. She says like Valparaiso University. Anyway, I grew up like 20 minutes from there.
Oh, that's funny.
And she's like, it's in like Brazil or something. It's in Indiana. But again, the captions were on. Oh, so I see Valparaiso University come up. I hear her say it wrong. And then it was a joke because she doesn't know. She's like, where the heck is that? St. Olaf College or whatever. But I just thought that was really funny. I'm like, hilarious. Someone on the writing staff must be from that area because why else would you do that?
Some random
I thought that was really funny.
That's super funny.
And then they're like teasing the college premise for this show.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, and all of a sudden these cheesy high school shows, suddenly there's this amazing college where everyone just happens to go together. And I was like, all right, they're setting it up.
I'm trying to remember what happens in their college years, and I can't remember.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I know Busy Phillips comes in.
I love her.
Yeah, that's when I think she's Joey's roommate. I remember she came into the picture, but I can't remember how they all end up. Or maybe they don't all end up. Maybe they're still all on the show. Andy leaves, but
yeah.
But I want to say Jack is still there.
I think you're right. Well, we'll find
out next season. Speaking of Jack, the crunch of his shoulder. Oh, that sound effect.
That was rough.
I hate injury sound effects.
Yeah.
Or like wound sound effects in movies.
Yeah.
Like considering we just watched Urban Legends, I hate like the squish.
And the Varsity Blues had it too.
God,
the cracking and the and when the legs snap. Ooh, it's bad.
And I feel so bad for him. Like your senior year.
And he's enjoying football. He's good at it. Yeah. And of course, Andy's like silver lining is, well, now you have more time to apply for college. You know, because Andy's trying to keep him on the right track.
Okay, speaking of Jack and Andy, so they're twins. Is that what we discover this episode? Where they're talking in the bedroom?
Remember when they first came on?
And we're like, they're not twins.
Said,
I know.
Are they twins? And you were like, no.
I didn't think they were in the same grade until this season.
Either.
I know.
I thought he was younger.
So did I.
And then she's talking to him about senior year this episode.
Yeah.
And I had a moment where I'm like, but isn't he? And I was like, I guess I missed something.
I know.
So they are twins?
I guess. They're in the same grade.
I'm so confused.
I am so confused.
I thought he was younger.
Because he said he tried to start kindergarten before her.
What?
And I was like, huh?
So he's older?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
You look it up. Are they twins? Okay, I'll talk about something while you look that up, which is that I felt, we feel different moments of nostalgia for the fashion and the makeup and the hair. I felt such a strong wave of nostalgia, particularly the floral prints in this episode.
Yes.
And specifically Gretchen, Pacey's sister, and Gail when they're in the restaurant and they've got like those like floral, like that light pink and like the blonde hair. Because even Pacey's sister is like kind of brunette, but she's got like the highlights in her curls. So they together, her and Gail look blonde.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that is such a snapshot
of the 90s.
Or what's it say?
90s. Okay. The writers confirmed Jack is older than Andy. Jack is 17, Andy 16. This is when they came on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They are both in the same grade because they started school at the same time. Okay. The confusion arises from their intro to the show and their simultaneous entry into the same grade level. This made it seem like they were twins, but the writers later clarified Jack was simply older. It said Jack had a later birthday and was held back a year, kind of like I did with Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
So they were in the same.
Just make them twins.
I know, that's so weird.
Why go through all that?
Seems like a very complicated.
Like, just tell us they're twins, and we're gonna be like, cool, they're twins. Like, what?
So he's older.
All right.
And I guess that's why he said I tried to start kindergarten and they held him back. Okay, so that makes sense, but weird.
Still,
it's like they just
we had to do all that to figure that out. Hello?
Okay, this was funny, and I want to see if you notice this. I wrote, they be showing Dawson's chest hair a lot already this season.
So much.
Did you notice?
But he's so in shape. Like he's in his grown-up body now.
He is like chest hair.
I know.
It's hilarious.
It's funny.
I was like, because he had so many undershirts the past few seasons.
He wore many layers. And this season's like a single button and the chest hair is here. Like that's the only thing stopping all of us from seeing the chest hair.
I was like, well, wow.
Yeah, because he's had like the white tank tops with like a t-shirt with like a flannel over it, but like no more.
No,
not these days.
They shed it. Okay, let's talk about this party they go to.
Okay,
so Pacey, as soon as they get there, he grabs a drink and Joey grabs one and he's like, oh, no, you can't. I was like,
sir.
And I mean, we knew Joey was going to be like, F you. Like, I'm going to do what I want. And she did. But then what do we think about him carrying her out of that party?
I don't know. I mean, part of me is like, yeah, she needed to stop drinking and was beyond the point where she could probably figure that out for her own. So just from a friend perspective, that would probably be a moment where as a friend, I wouldn't like, well, I probably could carry you out, but
I don't know.
Where were we when you were trying to lift me? And someone's like, yeah, was it like I was going to jump on your back or something? And I said, you can't lift me. And someone else was like, yes, she can. What were we doing?
I'm short but mighty.
It might have been a picture for one of your fitness classes.
It is hard to pick me up.
I was like, I am not getting on your back. And like literally someone else was like.
It was at the Gaga concert.
Yeah, and someone's like,
Sarah said
she's like, she can hold you. I was like,
I totally can.
What? But anyway,
100%.
My point is, I did at that age and would now like navigate a person away from a situation. So if you look at it that way, I get it. But then it was also very like, and they kept referencing like, well, I'm the man. And well, I'm going to be a man tonight too. And I was like,
so stupid.
Is this all necessary? And then even Dawson.
I know.
Now he's trying to, Joey, you shouldn't be drinking and da. Now, to be fair, when she says to him, I don't want to hear it from you, Dawson, he goes, okay.
Yeah.
And he leaves.
Yeah.
Not leaves, but like leaves her alone. But I was like, if one more man tells her what to do in this episode, I am shutting it off.
I did love where her and Jen are talking.
Yes.
And she was like, I don't hate you. I love you.
Yeah, that was cute.
Like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
That was cute. And we're not used to Joey shedding inhibitions.
Yeah.
And you almost have to have the premise that she's had too much to drink for it to even make sense. Because she wouldn't just open up normally. Yeah. But yeah. I love that scene with Jen.
I was just thinking while we're talking, like, have I ever had to take anybody out of a party? I've had to pick people up before, and people definitely had to pick me up back in the day. Mm-hmm. One time I had to pick up a friend from a party. I had a test the next day. So everybody had gone out, and I get a phone call. Somebody was like, can you please come get Jenny? Oh, my bad. I'm just throwing you under the bus, girl.
Nope. Jenny, no last name.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Okay. So I go pick her up. I had to. And I was not strong back in these days. She was taller than me, and I had to put her. I drove a truck at the time. I had a pickup truck.
Okay.
I had to lay her in the back of my pickup truck. We didn't live that far. She lived on campus, and she was right off campus. And I had to bring her booty home, laying down in the back of my pickup truck.
It was really something.
But I got her home. We got her home safe.
We had a friend, no names, when we went on spring break. And so we went to school in Indiana. So spring break, we went to Key West. But we landed in Miami, rented a van, and there were like 6 or 7 of us.
Y'all were fancy. We did not do anything.
I mean, we all kind of paid for it ourselves, and it was none of us could probably afford it either. But so we rented the van, drove it down to Miami, drove it from Miami to the Keys, to Key West, and stayed there for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. But our one friend, a couple times, had too much to drink. We all did. But it was the night before we were going to have to drive. It's like 6 hours to Miami and then get on a plane. And at like the time we were trying to leave, which was like 7 a.m., she was still blackout wasted.
What?
So it was all of us gathering stuff, like literally like having to take turns like carrying her. We were all around the same size. I was probably one of the taller ones, but we were all small. No. So we're all trying to. So she's like almost past. We have a picture of her at the airport. It almost looks like the guy from Weekend at Bernie's because she's got like the sunglasses and she's like can't even like sit up. But we got her on the plane, and about halfway through the flight, she started. I know, and that was even like they were like, "Is she okay?" And we're like, yeah, we like can't leave her, like, you know, and we're here for spring break." And they were like, "Okay."
Nowadays, I bet they wouldn't let her on.
Probably not. This would have been. Well, this was like 2003.
Yeah,
probably.
I bet nowadays they would not let
No,
your ass up on a
probably
plane.
not. They'd be like, too bad.
Yeah.
Everyone buy new tickets.
Because you're not supposed to be on a
Yeah.
plane if you're inebriated.
Right. And so I feel like halfway through the flight, she started to kind of, and by the time, but I remember by the time we landed in Indianapolis, someone knew her aunt or something who lived nearby. So her aunt had to come get her from the airport, and she went to her house that night to like sleep it off.
Sounds miserable.
Yes. And then I'm like, good for us, I guess. Because like all of a sudden you're blackout wasted, and then you're in Indianapolis now. Like, thank God your friends like got you there. No shade to her, because look, that could have been any of us.
Oh, yeah.
But I just remember, and the rest of us didn't feel great either. We've been out drinking as well. So we're trying not to like puke on the plane. And
my favorite airport to look at people who are hungover is Las Vegas.
Oh, so good.
It's the best. Because you can always tell the people who are coming to Vegas, because they're usually a little tipsy when they get there, because they're having a drink on the plane. They're excited.
Kicking it off. Yeah.
And then the people who are leaving look like hell. Literal hell.
And I mean, it's like that with Orlando with families too.
Oh God,
the people coming to Disney,
totally different,
and then going home.
Yeah.
Woo! Like coming to Orlando. Like if I fly to Chicago from Orlando, the flight there is always grumpy, upset families,
kids
poor thing, kids crying, parents short on their patience. And then the ride home is like everybody's happy, or ride home for me.
Yeah.
Right? I'm coming from Chicago to Orlando. They're going on vacation, and it's you can see the difference.
Oh yeah,
vacations be doing that. Okay, what else you got?
Okay. Oh, the Jen and Drew birthday cake scene, totally 16 Candles reference. Love
it had to be because it was so close to that. Yeah.
And the other thing I felt bad for Dawson when he was sitting there talking to Gretchen at the restaurant about how he's watching how much Joey and Pacey love each other. That made me sad for him.
I know.
Because, I mean, he's right. And what's he going to do? I mean.
Yeah, he sees it, you know.
I know.
What did you think about the ecstasy?
That was just stupid.
And Jen doesn't do it.
Well, she said she used to.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I felt it like it was a little bit ambiguous. Like, he leaves it for her. Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what happens with it.
Okay, so we'll find out next episode.
I think the ecstasy does come back into play.
Okay.
Because I'm remembering things. I must have watched more of this season. I think I watched this season.
Because I was like, by the end of the episode, I was like, okay, but did she do it? Like, what happened?
Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and say what I think. I know, because, you know, Jack has a shoulder, and he's on a prescription, and he goes through a whole pain pill.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Situation. And I want to say he takes it.
Okay.
But that could be totally wrong.
We'll see. But either way, he has trouble with pain pills.
I think I remember that.
Okay. All right.
From this
like the next few episodes season.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll stay tuned and find out. And we hope you stay tuned as well. Thanks for being here for season 4. And make sure you're leaving reviews for us wherever you listen. Good reviews, obviously. 5 stars.
Don't leave us bad reviews, please.
You can actually leave comments on our episodes too on Spotify. So if you're like, I also loved Gail's floral top, or, you know,
I am also Team Vampire.
Yeah.
So far, the only people we've heard from say vamps are hot.
Really?
Yep.
Well, what about Corey? That one just went up today.
I just put that up.
We'll see what happens.
There's probably lots that agree with you on that.
There's probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't get it. Probably. Yeah. And I posted it in my own story. So it's me saying that I'm not really into either of the Coreys from the 80s. I just don't see the appeal. They're okay actors and I like their movies.
But I think maybe because you didn't experience them fully in the 80s. That's why.
That's true. Like,
I
obviously
think that's
now
why.
It could be.
Yeah.
But I reshared it to my story and I put, I'm sure they're very nice people. And so a few people commented, they're like, they have good personalities, huh? And I was like, yeah. But anyway, I'm sure people say that about me all the time, and that is fine. So thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time here on Generation in Between. Bye. Bye.